Am I in? Oops. Am I in? People, am I in? I think we have the right mic. Let me make sure because I bumped this up last minute. I want to make sure camera's right and the audio is fucking right. All right, that's not bad at all. All right, look. Simply put, this isn't going to take long. Do you hear me? Am I in the chat? Matt Fields. Look, this isn't going to be a long stream. I have to get to a spot at LOL, and then I have to, LOL, because I'm a New York comic that gets on stage every night. Let me rephrase. Any night I want to, I'm going to knock something over because I'm so disorganized because I bumped this up because I don't have time for this shit. And I'll tell you something. I don't think Ray does either. Like, the only reason I did this is because Ray doesn't seem to understand that I'm trying to help him. I've been trying to help Ray since day one. And you can say, well, because you shit on him. And that's, as anyone who watches In Hot Water knows, that's how well I do voices. Just bear with me while I do this for a sec. All right. And anyone that says that are fucking dumb. Excuse me. Anyone that doesn't see I've been trying to help Ray this whole time is fucking stupid. And Ray is not horrible. Ray is an idiot. I'm sorry, Ray, if you're watching, but you're an idiot. And I'll tell you why. Because you invite yourself places. And everything I say, fucking, you just have to be fucking PATIENT patient. And the very first thing I accused you of, and here's the thing about having receipts and not being wrong. And I'm going to say this again. Even Bob and Kevin fucking said there's no way Gino could have given out his number. I didn't give it out on the air. I didn't fucking give it out in YouTube like Ray said because it hadn't started yet. I sent Ray the YouTube link so he could fucking be warned that I was going to read the texts. And yeah, there might be something wrong with Ray. And I'm the one that tried to help him. When did I try and help him? When Ray invited himself to a show. Does it sound familiar? When Ray invited himself to a show. Does that sound familiar? One more time. When Ray invited himself to a show, the secret show last summer. And because we were so nice to him, because a lot of Gino, you could have really helped Chad if he just apologized. Yeah. Again, the truth always wins out. And to prove my point, John Cristini, what happened? A couple days later, fucking Brian Johnson goes on, a credible source, and he blows MLC out of the water that day. Sends them fucking reeling. Hey, Aaron, how are you, buddy? So, when Ray fucking blew the light, and I was pissed. I was pissed because he didn't just go over a few minutes. He literally did half an hour. It was confirmed by Matt Mead. He did half an hour. If you don't believe me, then ask anyone at fucking Chris Abel's wedding when, again, he blew the light. And if you don't believe that, why don't you fucking realize he was so in his head at that fucking show they just did in Pottstown that he was terrified. And he literally drove 4 hours to do 6 minutes to prove he wasn't going to blow the light. And you never, as I said on In Hot Water, a real comic knows you don't take a gig if you don't know what you're getting paid or trust the person. That was neither. You don't take a gig if you don't have a place to stay or know where you're staying. And I've had it with this shit like, well, Bob said there was a house. If you're driving 4 hours, you say, can I stay there? Unless, I'm sorry, Ray, you knew they didn't want you staying there. So you already were ready to show up and play the victim. Play the victim, okay? Like you're doing now with this phone number shit. We didn't give out your number. That thing that was pinging like crazy at one point was me texting you, and I tried to help Ray because when he came on In Hot Water a couple months later, I made him wait, and then I said to him, I said, Mabel, I said, Ray, I said, and by the way, hell, even Pat Dixon confirmed what? I don't even know what that is, but I will say this. And Ray is in a fucking terrible situation with a hateful person that is Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan literally said today, Gina's not winning, Pat Dixon is. Pat Dixon's winning. Let me ask you where Pat Dixon would rather be. Would Pat Dixon rather be getting on stage any night he likes in New York City, and given, I'm not kidding, it's a couple fucking bars and it's LOL, but I can write new stuff, or living in Tennessee where there is no comedy for him to get on stage and he has no way to get there? Would Pat Dixon like to be banging a hot chick like Keanu? Or let me put it simply, a woman that you fucking are nuts about, like, so you can shit on her all you want to be the assholes? That's the girl. Fucking found what I wanted. Or do you think he likes having 3 fucking restraining orders or whatever the fuck they're called, orders of protection? That's winning. Do you think he'd like to be living in New York, being able to fucking be around comedy, or in a basement in Tennessee? Do you think he'd like to be fucking behind the desk 4 days a week at Compound Media? Or do you think he'd rather be doing an audio-visual project every Sunday, if it's even up by then, for fucking Gavin McInnes, and then doing the Shuley Network for a shit show that he didn't even do this week? So again, the only thing better than Kevin proving my point that he's a miserable, money-grubbing, driven, sad man is when he says, let's have Pat Dixon on, and says Pat Dixon hit me allegedly, and fucking terrifies Pat because Pat's trying to deny that. So again, you keep saying he's winning, but Ray, I'm trying to help you get the fuck away from these people. I'll tell you what I first tried to help you. When you blew the light, and then you came on my show, and rather than say, I'm sorry I blew the light, you said, well, you screamed the N-word on stage. And I'm going to tell you something, Ray. Any real comedian, anybody with half a brain, at 99% of the people in here, even the ones that hate me, Dr. Chow will say, no one could do comedy, and there's no way there wouldn't be fucking a clip of it. If someone went on stage, literally did their set, and yelled the word nigger. There's no way. No way, Ray. So you're wrong. You were wrong. Softcast, by the way, sub Softcast. I don't know if we're fighting or not. Hope you're well, buddy. And again, even Softcast will tell you, Ray's not funny because Ray doesn't write good jokes. Ray fucking doesn't hold himself accountable to be better. And when I held him accountable to be better, when I said, Ray, you blew the light, he said, nope, you screamed the N-word. And then what happens? Well, fast forward to when he's on Misery Loves Company, which is a show of lies. And then he tells Kevin that. And then Kevin tells a legitimate comedian, Godfrey, that. Chad Zumach does the same thing. So then, because Ray has to be the victim in all of this, what does he do today after I call him and tell him to call into the show? He fucking goes on there and he starts crying. And you know what he did? He literally tried, let's see if he texted me back during all this. He literally tried to fucking throw me under the bus after I told him. I've been saying for days, I'm like, have some respect for yourself. You're there to be shit on. You are fucking John Melendez. You are not talented. You are fucking brought into these places to be shit on. And now you're dragging me into it by calling me a racist, by telling comedians in New York that I'm a racist. And people don't think you lie because retards don't lie, Ray. But you do. You lie about everything. And so what did you do when you went on that show? Tell you what you did. You decided to say to Bob and Kevin, you're like, oh, well, Gino's texting me. You want to hear it? And because, Ray, as I said, they don't want to hear it. They want to shit on you. They want to shit on you, Ray. And you want to shit on me, but Kevin doesn't want to hear my name. Kevin seems to think I'm going to beat him up, which is hilarious, okay? So again, and crosstalk all you'd like. So I said to Ray, and this will take care of everything. I said to Ray, Ray started it when he texted me. I wrote to Ray, actually, I wrote, not only a liar, you're a coward. There's my number. I'm here 4 days a week. I'm good at what I do. I'll let you get back to being a hack liar. And then I wrote, see you at the stand, and put a kissy face, because Ray's another one that thinks I would ever fucking strike another human being because he listens to Kevin Brennan. Or maybe he doesn't. So then he writes, way to pick up your phone. You're a man of integrity. And I wrote, shall we? I wrote, Ray, I have nothing to say off the air. And I will screenshot this so everyone can say it. And of course it's speech text. So everyone can see it. You tell about, so everyone can see how you talk about me on these shows is, actually, see, I don't know, wonder he can't read it. But I basically said, you talk shit about me on air, apologize fucking on air. You want to back down from your lies on a phone call, face me on the air so you can admit you're a liar, Ray. That's all we're asking. And you have to fucking lie to be on the air. I have no desire to talk to you on a phone call. You're a failed comic. You stole a fucking fiber optics joke. Stay tuned this week because we're going to give the original joke out. And you're going to see how we butchered it. Stop telling people I'm a racist. I never said anything bad about you once until you started saying that. And you know it, but you'll play the victim card. That's what you do. And people say, and people pay you to be a victim. So you keep being a victim. You really think you're getting better at comedy? You can only get better because you stink at this. But go write another fucking album that you think you should be doing every year because people do that. Make sure you tell it when I sent you a lengthy make sure you tell them I sent you a lengthy speech to text rather than calling into a show and having a discussion like a man. Don't ever call me on this phone again unless you're willing to be on the air. Don't ever use integrity again when you lie about everything. You were called out for blowing the light, not just at the secret show. They were nice enough to put you on Chris's wedding and you blew the light again. I'm trying to help you right now. You're a terrible comic with no people skills and no self-awareness. Work on that. And again, I'm reading these because he wanted to read these on the air like I'm afraid of them. In the meantime, you need to tell people I never scream that word on stage. No comedian would ever do that. Now, again, as a comedian, I've said we need to address these things. And I do say that word on stage sometimes, but I don't scream it. And again, it's not fucking, let me tell you something. The problem isn't the word when I say it, because I think before I say it. The problem is the people that hear it and don't think about what I'm saying and immediately say, oh my God, that's a bad word, because you're buying into the bullshit. We won't bring up the writer's strike, okay? Did I say a joke? Did I say in a joke that you're too stupid to, that I say in a joke because you're too stupid to get because you're dumb, and you're the people that give words power. You know what? I'm not even going to go down this road because you wouldn't understand it. Just keep being a part of the problem while real comedians need to speak their voice now against these fucking people and racism, fucking against misogyny, speak against anti-Semitism. They need to do that more than ever. You're not doing it with your Christmas joke, which is a fucking hack joke that you ruined by fucking injecting a stupid lie into it. There, that should keep you busy for the better part of May. The short of it, I give you about 4 months before you're too embarrassed to show your face anywhere in New York again, okay? There you go. For you to become aware enough to realize that you're a laughing stock. I've got a guy sending me the actual fiber optic joke this week. Hey, dipshit, stop telling people to stop yelling at you in a podcast. This is what I said to him. He's like, this is what Ray does now. He's like, stop yelling at me. I'm not going to put up with it. Yes, you are, Ray. That's why you tune in for the super chat money, and it only works if you get yelled at. And again, Ray, if you think of being mean, then cry. But the only reason you're on these shows is to get shit on. And the only reason you allow it is because you want money. Jesus Christ, you're better off just fucking begging on the streets, because at least you'll have a little dignity. Make it 3 months before you realize you have no place in New York. Please get out of our way, buddy. And then I wrote, this is when when he tried to read the text. Nice try, dummy. You tried to get them to turn on me. Nope, they're fucking terrified of me, and they need to shit on you. I love that you thought you could change the subject. Remember, like the time you called my girlfriend a 10-year-old boy, thinking they shit on her, so maybe if I shit on her, they'll stop shitting on me. Nope, all you did was act like a piece of shit, called Keanu a 10-year-old boy, and then they went back to shitting on you. And I'll give you credit, Ray. Even your face knew that was a terrible thing to fucking say. They say it all the time because that's what they do. You're better than that. Maybe not, Ray. Maybe not, because you never fucking apologized, and you still got shit on. Your job is to be shit on, so sit there and be shit on, Ray. But I'll tell you what, buddy, I'll read this text on my show tomorrow for you. Actually, better idea, shitbag. Maybe around 8 o'clock tonight before my spotted LOL. Feel free to make fun of that, Mister. I produce a show once a month at the Stand. And that's another lie. All Ray does is lie now. He's like, Gino, like I reached out to Stand Up New York. I still have to confirm that to do a fucking monthly show there. And Ray Devito's like, yeah, no, it's at LOL. And Bob's like, is it? Bob doesn't even give a fuck about anything. Thank God for Bob. He doesn't even give a fuck what Kevin and Ray say. He literally sits there like, oh, whatever. Just get it over with so I can tell a joke and have fun. No one gave out your number. And I did not give out Ray's number. We did not give it out. I did, unless, and even Kevin and Bob said, what did he do? Say, hey, Ray, at 3:45, I said, everyone text Ray at 4:50 or 5:88, whatever the fuck time it was. 5:88 is actually 6:22. No one gave out your number, but what does he do? He's the victim. Gino gave out my number. Even Bob and Kevin used that opportunity to shit on him. And they said, there's no way he gave out your number at 5:58, man. You're stupid. He is. And then I said, you're a stupid little crybaby. Maybe I don't want to make you move for your own good. Maybe I want you to cry like a little girl. And then I put a bunch of crying emojis because I'm a bitch. Then he wrote. Now let me point something out before I get to what he wrote. Okay. Kevin Brennan has lost it. Okay. Kevin Brennan thinks the entire world is what goes on from the window and fucking TV of his fucking South Jersey apartment where he works as a maintenance man, rumoredly, allegedly. So everything to him is The Sopranos. There's no Sopranos. I'm not Christopher. I'm Gino. Am I loyal to Anthony? Yeah, because he's been good to me. Am I loyal to Garrett and Steve? You fucking know it. Are you allowed to shit on me because we're friends? Yes. I believe Steve shit on me talking about fucking Ray and Chad, and I'm sure Chad, and I'm sure they will tomorrow. And it works when we shit on each other because we're friends and we love our job. Ray, I can't imagine every time you Skype in, you're excited to get shit on the Shuli network, that you're excited to get shit on the thing. And another thing Brennan always brings up, have a sip of my coffee, is that he calls, see if this makes sense, Ray. He calls fucking Zumock. He calls Zumock, what does he call him, people? He calls Zumock Jesse Pinkman because everything to him is Breaking Bad. And I'll tell you what, Breaking Bad, fucking the entire time, fucking Walter White wanted to kill Gus Fring. And you know what he did? He tricked Jesse into helping him do it. And do you understand all Kevin Brennan has done? And I'm not saying he did this, but all Kevin Brennan has done since the day I gave out both of our numbers, other than lie about it, is threaten to give out Cunha's. So you know what he did? He texted fucking Ray. I have it right here. He texted Ray Cunha's number and said on the air to give it out. Said on the air to give it out. So keep doing his work for him, Ray. Why the fuck would I give out your number? Jesus Christ. So he wrote, Brennan says, listen to this little puppet fag. Brennan says I have to give everyone who texted and called Cunha's number now because of you giving out my number. So everyone is getting it because of you. Happy asshole. And I wrote, and I've never lied. I wrote, I didn't give out your number, Ray. I'm not lying. Because the other thing, Ray's like, Kevin, do you understand? It's all coming to an end, handsome. It's all coming to an end. I don't want it. I don't want MLC to die because, Kevin, do me a favor. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Kevin. Look at this. Do you even remember that guy? Kevin, I thought the little YouTube icon was you because that's the actual color of your face. And you can sit there on your birthday show and say, I look great as much as you want. But it was obvious you were lying because you were sucking your soul out listening to these lies in the echo chamber. And if you think I gave out Cunha's, fucking Ray's number, good for you because you're used to lies. You're lost, Kevin. You're lost. But I love that you're in here. So again, and I'm glad you're in here. Since you told weird, you always wanted to give out the boss's number. And now, look at this. Look at this. You told him to give out the number and texted it to Ray. Seems the only person that gave out the boss's number is you. And we don't know who gave out Ray's number, but I'm sure it was one of the shitheads in your fucking chat. Don't get me wrong. The whole reason your beef started with the phone number is because some shithead in our chat gave it out. We didn't care. And then you went on the boss's show minutes later and said, no one watches. I don't care. And then we didn't think to take it out till you started. And I've yet to show the text you sent me. You fucking racist piece of shit. You watch. What are you going to do when me and Godfrey actually sit and talk? Because he's an intelligent man, not the thing you say on the air all the time behind the paywall that we have the receipts of. Jesus Christ. What's that? Just plain Dave? Gino, are you saying that Brendan is a real life Schneider from one day at a time? Nah, fucking, he smoked. He was cool. Lenny Stinks says there's one difference here. Kevin has an actual life and family. Maybe he doesn't want your cooking. And again, if you believe that, that's great. Lenny, do you understand? When you live in the truth, I laugh at that. I laugh at that. And if you think Kevin has an actual life, maybe then you think he has a black wife. Because whenever Kevin gets too racy with the fucking hatred of blacks, he'd be like, and I can say because my wife's black. She's not. Maybe you blacked out her number in your phone because I hear she left you. But again, I wonder if Brennan knew Perry back in 92. Custodian Kevin Brennan's kids are yeah, and I don't know if he is or not, and I don't care. She's probably Dominican. No one cares. No one cares about his wife. No one. I don't even know if his wife cares about him, but here's the bottom line. I said to Ray, I says, Mabel, what says Kevin calls BP? Yeah, he loves it. He does. Because he's fucking 65, and that's how old people talk. They don't know any better. I wrote, I didn't give out your number, Ray. I'm not live streaming till 8 because Ray in the thing's like, oh, no, he's live YouTubing right now. And I certainly didn't give it out on my show. This is what you get for working with people who are cancers and watch MLC. Now, don't get me wrong. I was watching MLC at the time. But it's the cancers that do it. Kevin has a 53-year-old wife. Jesus Christ, that's our age. Gross. Just plain Dave, I can't believe how dumb Ray is. He's literally used as a punching bag on MLC. Yeah, but he wants money. I believe the term is woman of color. Finally, I said, so when you do exactly like Kevin Brennan wants you to do and give out his number fucking for no good reason, and when you do find out who the fuck gave it out, if you ever do, because it wasn't me, you're going to look like an even bigger piece of shit, Ray. Just keep doing what they want you to do. When are you going to be your own fucking man and fucking accept responsibility for your actions? I said, again, my live stream is at 8. Let me know if you want a link, bitch. And then I said, just for that, I'm bumping it up to 7:30, as you see. And then I said, keep doing exactly what Kevin tells you. How was that stream last night? Didn't Kevin tell him to stream last night? Yeah. And is everything better, or did it just set you up for a giant shit-on session that you just finished up with MLC? And despite all of that, you're blaming me for something, not Kevin. God, I hope you read these, but I know you're too lazy and stupid to do it, so I'll read them on the air. And he wrote, serious note, if it wasn't you that gave out my number, then who did? It's not cool. I don't know, Ray. I don't know. I still don't know the guy that called into our show and gave out Kevin's number months ago. And I wrote, one of the haters that watch the show, they're all fucking shit. They're like, he's like, I'll call you tomorrow. Look at this. And here's the fucking resolution. I'll call you tomorrow on your show. Be sure to subscribe to In Hot Water. Look at that. I obviously assumed it was you. I have to do some computer stuff now at the Apple store. I'm not giving out Cunha's number. I had fun hanging with him on Saturday. Sorry, Kev. Wah, wah. Did you lose that one, Kev? Did you Walter White, to put it in terms? Sorry. I'm sorry. Did your Christopher not be a good earner for you, Kevin? Kevin, stay in your fucking lane. Stay in South Jersey. Stay in your wife's fucking bedroom where she never seems to be, and fucking podcast to all these haters. And keep thinking I give a fuck about super chats. Watch this. This nigger doesn't care. Let me tell you something. Fucking COVID, the vaccine killed people. Think I give a fuck about YouTube? I'll be on here as long as fucking people let me. But the people that fucking report that for strikes, they're the people we make fun of. And I don't care. My words will find who they're supposed to find. And I don't need to fucking worry about appeasing people for money. I could read anything I want. Look, there's no money for this, Kev. Ray Devito says I jizzed on my shoes. Fucking Apple 4935 says, do any of these people like each other? Are they good actors? Jesse James, who looks a lot like Frankie in a cowboy hat, said Gino wouldn't tell a lie. Matt Field simply said based. All right. Fucking Mile High, hey, says KB thinks divorce proceedings are private. Red Honda, say no N-word. That wasn't good. N-bomb, Gino jump rope, Softcast knows. I still don't know if Softcast likes me or hates me. I thought I fucking talked up their podcast really nice, and he fucking hates me. Let's take 111-6590, 111-6590. All right, let's take that number and say, I mostly like Gino for N-words. Anyone who says it is cool, truly. Danny Bonaducci and his shut up, dog. Kevin's career is finished and will do anything for a $2 super chat. Mr. Faversham asks, when did Kevin develop stage fright? When the club in Vineland closed. Another thing that Bob finally came around on that. He's like, yeah, Gino stunk up the room. Gino went down to Vineland and they're like, he lives there. I haven't lived in Vineland since 1988. I'll say that again. Since 1988. I'm closest friends with everyone from college and everyone from New York. I don't have any real friends left in fucking South Jersey because we kind of divided when my parents all fucking dropped dead. But again, Kevin, you sat there, told me not to say the N-word on the stage, which I didn't, and then texted it to me 2 weeks later because you're a disingenuous piece of shit. Have a fucking great stream tomorrow. I'll be fucking behind a paywall, fucking fighting the good fight for free speech. Softcast knows a fucking class act. I lost it already. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Junior Coltrane. Softcast knows a class, so he fully and completely loves Gino. I hope so. Softcast fucking, well, you're Detroit, so fuck you, and I mean that with love. But our boys, fucking, I was literally fucking watching the Sixers. I actually listening on Sirius. They were tied at the halftime, and then I get in the house and they're down. They got killed. And I always send Philly love to the Win by Two podcast. Frankie McRib's Fun Gino's gone. Chill zone's closed. Gay Dorito says I'll blow any dude twice. Gino, Softcast is really cool to you. A big fan. I hope so. I hope so. Gino, how do you have an expensive mic and you've somehow got it to sound? If I swear to you people, if I check the settings and this is somehow on my camera, I'm going to lose my mind. Audio. No, fuck you, dude. It's just my voice. I don't know. Well, hold on. Let me try a number. Is that better? How about this? How about this? That? Nope. I don't know. JRK, the new TriCaster, if you watch the Boss's show, will be there Thursday. K McDuck says, I heard Ray can't really be held accountable because he's an actual robot like Astro Boy. They mess with his program all the time. All right. So there you go. I've said my piece, people. I'm not muted. Fuck you. Fuck you, Steve C. Fuck you. Once super chat eligible 24/7 Keanu streams, you know it, Mile High, whatever that works. Oh, by the way, be sure to check out Keanu's do me a favor, subscribe to Keanu's fucking thing. Hold on. Don't move. I don't know where it is. Not her OnlyFans, her fucking YouTube. Hold on one sec. I'm sorry, guys. YouTube.com. Pretty sure this is that. Take this one. Yeah. All right, hold on. Look at me fucking getting shit done. If you guys have a sec. There you go, people. Keanu C. Thompson's YouTube is. There you go. That's more important. So there you go, guys. I'm going to leave that up and I'm going to answer a few more comments. I'm done. I'm glad we did that. That was like, we'll do a 30-minute stream. And again, I think I covered everything. Didn't even get to smoke my cigar. I'm going to relax an hour and watch bad TV. Make sure you tune in to Hot Water tomorrow. Ray is supposedly going to call in. But I will pass that along to E-Rock. If he's watching this, I'll tell him that the boss's number is once again fine. Sorry, Kevin Brennan. It's 8:01 p.m. Time for Pet of the Day. Thank you. Gum Friday is already subscribed. That is not a condom on your head, Mrs. Portland, #1 fan. There you go. There's nothing else to cover, Chris. So again, keep subscribing to fucking MLC, but they don't. Chrissy Mayer will be your first guest tomorrow. That's right, Robert. This guy gets it. Oh, I didn't realize what you meant. I thought you meant you already subscribed. Thank you, Gum Friday. Again. Oh, I did it wrong. There you go. I got to stop. There you go. There you go. So subscribe. It's just YouTube and her Twitter handle. And you go from there. All right, guys. I know it's just a 28-minute stream. And I know there's 151 people here, but I do this once a week on Saturdays. And I usually just talk to people and fuck around and do stream of consciousness. But this had to be said, okay? Ray Devito is not a good comedian. Ray DeVito gets by because he fucking just assumes too much. And I tried to help him, but he lied. And now he's getting in my way. And comedians more than ever need to speak their mind and be honest. And I'll say it again. I threw Kevin out of New York. I threw Pat out of New York. And I threw Chad out of New York. I didn't, but let's just say it because that's what the fucking people say. And fucking Ray DeVito is next if he doesn't fucking come clean. There's no place in this town for Cleveland fucking middles who lie. All right. That is that. I'm out. Have a great fucking day.